Well, hey everybody, I'm down exploring around the Verde River. A bunch of people just went by in inner tubes. Look like they were enjoying it. It is not much cooler down here by the water though. I think my Jeep said 103 when I parked. So yeah, still a bit warm. Beautiful out here. I got a few trails. It's a day use area. Oh, a little better in the shade. I figured I'd come down here, walk around, look for rocks, but it seems to be mostly sand. At least here, there's a couple spots on the drive I'll go back and check out, but yeah, I figured middle of the day, about as hot as it's gonna get, might as well do some exploring. I don't know how far I'm gonna go this way. Looks like it just turns into more bushes, and I know private property right over here. Plants are cool. Seem to be happy and green down here by the water. Come on, buddy. He's been playing in the water. He wanted to go say hi to all the people on the inner tubes, which was kind of cool. You can see the water table gets up pretty high here. That's about 10 feet above the ground and probably 30 feet above the valley, the river bed or valley floor, which is kind of impressive. You can see on the other side there's stumps that have been moved around by the water, but right now it's the dry season, drought, stuff like that. Doesn't stop the mosquitoes. And I know there's fish in here. I did see a fish jump when I first got here. Kind of hoping to do some rock hounding, but there's a little bit of gravel right down at the bottom, but then it drops right off in the water. And with my luck, I'd probably just fall in, which I'm not dressed for that. I'm dressed for the desert, you know, pants, long sleeves, boots. And kind of look at it here. Not a whole lot of good stuff. I know there's some quartz out here in Jasper that I found just right around camp, which has been kind of cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get in the Jeep and head back out the road a little bit. See if we can't find a good spot to explore out there. But yeah, the river itself is kind of nice for this kind of river. It's dirty, mucky. Not something I'd want to play in too much. Being from Washington, I'm used to my rivers being crystal clear. This is not. Yeah, you stop down here, the flies and mosquitoes. But yeah, the big doggy doesn't want to swim, but boy, he'll walk around all he can. Pretty cool. Where I'm parked, they do have a couple picnic tables and, you know, enough parking for, it looks like 6 vehicles maybe. Little barbecue thing, which this time of year you probably don't want to use it. But not bad. You know, during the winter time, it's probably a great place to come and relax. This time of year, whew, it's smoking hot down here. That's all right. Just getting used to the heat. Well, I've stopped out of here, just out of the valley. You can kind of see down in there now. Pretty nice area. You know, I can see hunks of quartz right here. Nothing really quality, but oh yeah, leaving the Jeep running, windows up, AC cranked. See if it can catch up. And always garbage. Doesn't matter where you go anymore. There's gonna be somebody leaving garbage behind. But yeah, I'm kind of just looking at rocks. See what we got here. Pretty cool. Either way. Yeah, I can see lots of quartz, broken glass. That, and I gotta run the dog around until he dries out. Man, lots of broken glass. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it out or not, but there's lots of little reflective parts that are just glass. A little bit of yellow jasper, nothing good. I actually did find a couple really good pieces right by where I'm camped. An old stove. There's no camping in this area, but there's evidence people have been. It's pretty nice for the extreme temperature. I guess not extreme, but it's hot. That's a cool color. Almost a caramel. The way it's burned on the outside. Kind of cool. Boy, that's hot. No doubt the rocks are hot. I haven't seen anybody except the people tubing down the river out here. I guess this time of day most people aren't out and about. I've been trying to get used to the heat because I know it's just going to get worse when I get down to Yuma. Spend, you know, as much time as I can out boiling in the heat, and then I go back into the motor home for a little while, cool back off to a point. Wife's got it pretty darn cold in there. I think it's in the 60s right now. That's kind of cold for me. I don't mind the 80s. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of quality rock here. That's all right. Like I said, I got a few pieces I found right by camp. Pretty good mix of rock. And it's just, you know, kind of fun to get out. I know there's a spot right, I think it's right over the other side of that hill where you can get some high quality jasper, red jasper. I got so much red jasper right now, I don't really want to go get any more. Kind of, like I said, I'm kind of looking for the yellowish caramel colored jasper, but not seeing any in this area. At least nothing of size that I can use. But yeah, it was fun to get out, do some exploring. I might stop again up the road, we'll see. There's a couple spots where there's pull-offs, not very many. I can see people using this in the winter area in the winter time, but this is summer. Lizards everywhere. Haven't seen any snakes or anything else, but definitely lots of little lizards. See them scrambling every time I'm going down the road or something like that. They're all over the place. I know this one just ran right in here. No, I see him. He's in the shadow right there. He's kind of probably cooling off. There he goes. Right by that beer bottle and into the shade again. But yeah, lots of little lizards. I had one, I was sitting in camp the other day and walked right up to me trying to figure out what in the heck I was doing there. Oh, boy, that rock is well burned. Bullet shell. It's also no shooting out here, but yeah, as you guys know, anywhere people can get away with something, they will get away with it. Alright, well, I just figured I'd do a short video exploring around the area, kind of give you an idea of what it's like out here. And it's hot, and thanks for watching.